want to see a pickup number. They were expecting us. So he knew this load. He was ready to get rid of it. So here's what we're loaded with. More of these little utility trailers. If there's nowhere close, then I'll just get up to like 5 or 10 miles an hour in the parking lot and just do a brake check. Of course, as soon as I hop out, traffic will start moving again. So I think it's some kind of parade.
You're driving on a veteran parade up there.
That loaded next to us yesterday. Not sure why he's got his strobe lights running.
Merge onto I-20 West.
They've got a pretty good sized detour on I-20 westbound up here before.
In about 15 miles, take exit 171 onto US 65 toward Tallulah.
Yeah, so it's like right outside of Tallulah. And I thought it was might have been the exit because I had it set for, I think it's called the Waverly truck stop. But so I moved up to the Pilot right before you get to that Lowe's in Monroe, and I did the same thing. So I don't know what's going on up here.
Let's see how they get this done. I got some yoga I gotta go to. What's going on up here?
I don't know. It seems to be a secret. Nobody up there is talking about it.
Oh, Jimbo. National security thing.
Well, this is the second time we got to checking our straps in the middle of the street.
We'll make sure that says, we know better. I said, we'll get it fixed, so we'll have it cleaned up. You come right on through here, sir. What is it, Rick? I don't know, sir. We ain't got up there for you yet. Elbow.
Looks like we're a mile away from the exit ramp to get onto the detour. Apple saying it's costing 46 minutes. I don't see how that's possible. It's going to be longer than
In about 1 mile, take exit 171 onto US 65 toward Tallulah.
We've already lost an hour and a half sitting here for this accident. We just now made it to the detour exit. So it looks like once we get on this Highway 65 and run it up, well, no, it's red the whole way. But as soon as we turn onto Highway 80, heading back westbound, traffic clears up. So I don't know. At the rate we're moving, we might be here for another hour and a half just trying to get up to 80. It doesn't look like it's too far, but maybe a mile up the road. It's right there in the middle of Tallulah. And then it's got us coming back down in Waverly, right at that truck stop I was trying to go to. Which actually, we might stop there.
Pretty bad. It was pretty bad. They've been up there. They up there trying to clean it up now.
And this, I saw this detour on the GPS when I took off from Meridian. That was, I don't know, sometime between 4 and 5 this morning. And so I don't, and it obviously already happened by then. It could have happened at midnight, you know, I don't know, but this has been blocked off for at least, it's 8:30 now, almost 8:30. So I'm gonna say it's been blocked off for at least 4.5 hours. They've had I-20 shut down right here between Tallulah and Waverly. You never know, it could be hazmat, it could be a mail truck. If a mail truck gets in an accident, they got packages everywhere, a bunch of small little packages. I saw one of those in Georgia one time and it looked like a disaster. Looked like it's going to take them a whole week to get that cleaned up. There's no telling. It could just be the trucks, you know, 2 trucks got mangled up together in a weird position where the wreckers are having trouble getting them pulled apart. Another issue is they've got the trucks from, so there's 2 or 3 different truck stops at this exit, and you got the trucks from across.
2 or 3 go through this slide here at a time.
They got the trucks coming from these truck stops on the south side of the interstate, coming to get on I-20 westbound, and then like they're making, I guess they're making U-turns. Surely they got that blocked up. I don't know, maybe that was a truck that was just making a left turn up there. It would be nice if they opened this back up like right when we get up here and we're able to just jump back on the interstate. I see a police officer walking around up there. That probably ain't gonna happen. So yeah, they definitely have trucks making U-turns here. That truck with the, it's like 2 jet engines. He just swung around and made a U-turn.
Starting route. Head north on US 65 north. In 1 mile, keep left onto South Cedar Street.
Now they got us turning around.
They just open it back up.
Is it open back up?
Sweet.
Yeah, I just jumped on 65. They're having us make a U-turn to head back towards the interstate, so maybe they opened it back up.
Yeah, that ramp, get on ramp over under the 65, that ain't. He's been over there back up right now.
That sounds good. I guess I got up here like 30 seconds too early.
Proceed to the route. Proceed to the route.
Siri thinks it's still shut down.
Proceed to the route. Proceed to the route. Proceed to the route. Stop sign, turn right onto Russell Sage Drive toward Millhaven, then turn left.
When I was checking the straps while the interstate was shut down, I noticed that that strap that had a little tear in it, it had gotten a little worse, so I'm just going to go in here and take care of that real quick. And we can replace our TA coffee with some Love's coffee. That's where our problem is. See, by the time I got around the other side of the trailer, that little thing had slid over. And now we had a small tear that's kind of turned into a bigger tear, so we're gonna take care of it. think that's getting cut through. Much better. The rest of them are running pretty good. See, these were the ones I was really worried about. Those ones up there that are also set up the same way, but it happened to stay right on it. See, this one that's worked its way over to the side, but it's not tearing through or anything yet. And those didn't need it. That one's good. Pulled around, you're either going to leave or you're swinging around to the fuel island. I don't know how that's a complicated decision. There's plenty of room. The fuel islands are like pretty dang clear.
Starting route. Proceed to the route, then turn right onto Russell Sage Drive. Onto Russell Sage Drive. Then take the first right for I-20 West.
Then we'll get back on 20 for a little while, and Marshall. We will take 59, or we'll take the loop around to 59. Probably take that loop. And then run 59 up to...
Turn right to merge onto I-20 West.
It's Highway 49 in Jefferson. Kind of runs northwest up towards Mount Pleasant. That should get us most of the way there. guys eastbound calling out on the radio, and you can see it 2 miles in advance if you look at your GPS. There's orange and red. And I guess nobody's got a CB on. Nobody like glances down at their GPS to see, or I don't know, maybe their GPS doesn't show them traffic stopped, but FedEx almost took out the truck in front of him. He swung over and had to use the shoulder. About the time I see that happening, I look and there's a there's a flatbed full of lumber sitting right next to me on the shoulder. So and I was literally just talking to a guy on the other side of the interstate talking about this this stopped traffic. So either GPS or CB. It'd be nice if truckers still use CB radios these days. I'll tell you what, Louisiana is having a rough time on I-20 today. Like if you're trying to go westbound on 20 through Louisiana, you ain't making a whole lot of progress. I can tell you that much. See, and I even had my hazards on a half a mile back before that flat. So I don't know. Flatbed didn't see it on his GPS, didn't hear it on the CB radio, didn't see my hazards on. I guess he's asleep at the wheel. And it looked like FedEx had plenty of room in the left lane.
People can't read a fucking sign.
But it looked like there was room in the left lane. I don't know. I couldn't see all the way around the truck in front of me. But he decided to start braking and swing over in front of me, right behind the truck that was in front of me at the same time. And then as he was doing that, he realized he wasn't going to be able to stop in time, so he takes the shoulder. I don't know why he didn't just stay in that left lane to get stopped. Maybe there was another vehicle up there. I couldn't see it. Now we got truckers in the left lane acting like four-wheelers, just going to run up and jump in front of everybody. He could be sitting over there blocking traffic off, keeping people from doing, well, exactly what he's doing, which is just causing everybody else to slow down while we got to wait for more vehicles to merge in up here. I think four-wheelers aren't even dumb enough to follow him. I guess it's not a matter of dumb enough, it's just having a little bit of respect for other people driving out on the roads. Like every truck driver out here knows, the reason we're all slowed down right now is for other traffic to merge in. After everybody's merged in, unless there's some crazy something going on in the work zone where they got, you know, workers right next to you, then normally we'll start moving again pretty quick. They really need to have this lane closed down. This road feels terrible. how much money it costs to have the trailer out of service for that long. Having to use someone else's trailer, you know, that costs money. Just the downtime of getting into the shop, you know, finding another trailer, just all that downtime. Not getting paid for the, I ended up using a dry van trailer, so I wasn't able to make as much money. And since it was the company's trailer that I was leased onto, so I was losing this trailer was making 9% of the total revenue. Using their trailer, didn't get anything. So they have the traffic slow down and watch for trucks, because you really can't see anything that's on this road, you know, when you're leaving there. So we're about to find out. And if you're leaving this place, I don't think you could take a right turn onto this road. You'd basically be making a U-turn. This guy's trying to make the U-turn going the opposite direction. That's exactly what I was talking about. So if you're coming the opposite way of the direction that truck's going, you really, when you get up to this stop sign, you cannot see what's coming down this road that we're on right now. So you just kind of slowly pull out and hope
Turn right, then take the next left into the parking lot.
And hope the car's coming from that direction. I mean, if somebody was pulling out right there, I'd have been able to see them for quite a ways.
Turn right.
Looks like they've already started making their own parking. God, go. Nobody wants to use this parking spot right here. I guess if they don't want it, take it. I wish they'd take us today, but I guess that other truck we saw making that U-turn there was, I I guess he got our appointment time. So we'll hold on to him until tomorrow morning. We're still at Cubbies, getting ready to head over there. It's almost 7. It's almost 7 o'clock, so our appointment's not until 8. They got plenty of room though. I think they get started at 6, so we're just gonna get over there about 7:15 or so. Go check on the straps. I talked to the mechanic at a local reefer shop yesterday that I've used in the past, and talked to him about my wiring problem, and he said there's some machine they can hook up to it, but that's just gonna kind of detect if there's a short. But he said really it's just best to you need the problem to exist to diagnose it, is kind of what he told me. So and this morning they seem to be working fine, so I'm hoping after I get these trailers off the trailer, I'm gonna head towards my drop lot, and then hopefully I can catch him acting up, and I'll just make a quick detour over to his shop there, and maybe they can figure it out, but we probably won't be that lucky. I bet these things will work great until the next time I'm trying to take off at like 3 in the morning or something, and then they'll act up. And the next time it happens, it'll probably be on a load that doesn't have a whole extra day of time on the delivery. I don't know. I may mess around with the wiring at the very back of the trailer just because I suspect that might be where it happened, somewhere like coming over a curb. Although I didn't find any wires hanging down any lower than they should be. But within the last, I don't know, I guess when I bought the trailer 5 years ago, the strobes were wired up to their own circuit, and you needed a pigtail. Like, I needed to add a second pigtail to the truck to run the strobes. So I just wired them to the marker circuit. So anytime the markers are on the strobe, I just flip a switch and the strobes will flash. So I don't know, maybe that little connection has gotten weak. Although the strobes work fine right now, but I'm just thinking maybe that wasn't a waterproof connection there. Maybe water got in, maybe something corroded a little bit, maybe something's loose in there. So I'll probably check that out, but I don't think I'm going to check I'm not going to check all of the wiring on the whole trailer, I don't think. I'll just wait for it to mess up again. Guess looking back, that might have been my best chance, was to get the Loves to actually look at it while it was broken. But I'd say about 6 times out of 10, when Loves or TA or any of these shops out on the road are doing work on your truck or trailer, you end up with something else that's broken that wasn't broken before they started working on it. So I try to avoid them if I can. So we're half a mile away. So it's going to take us like 2 minutes to get there.
Turn left onto I-20 Service Road. In half a mile, turn left.
I don't know what the workflow for delivering trailers here is. Loading them is always quicker and easier. It's got to be careful with how you load them, but you don't have to be as careful on loading them. Just go to the loading docks? Yep. They unload them the same place they load them at. They said just park and go ahead and take all the straps off. And when the dock opens up, they'll let us drive around. the straps off. Problem is that red and maroon truck over there is in our way. And they can't get out of our way until they finish loading them. So it looks like they're already putting straps on it, so shouldn't be too much longer. You can kind of see how narrow that is. I mean, once you've done it once or twice, it's not, you just get used to it. It's not all that narrow, but you've probably got, I'd say you have more than 2 inches on each side, but I don't know, somewhere between 2 and 3 inches of kind of clearance on each side. So maybe maybe an extra 6 inches in there. I don't know, that could be off by a little bit, but it's not a lot of room. When you're looking at it from the mirrors, it looks pretty close. Going in low, just because all the trailers are unstrapped. Coming in at an angle, not great. Well, that's done. We just got to strap our tarps back down, so just gonna park over here out of the way. But anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one.